Hello everyone, I know my voice, this is Liz by the way, it's my Let's Play Mass Effect first one. I know my voice is quite loud, I've been trying to fix it, I'm so sorry. I don't know what else I can do really. I've tried to amend the levels but it's very fine, balanced, so I've done my best. Let's go and get Liara. I really do apologize. I will try to make it better over time. Liara is in Artemis Tau. And I can't remember which one she's in, so we're just gonna do them all. We'll start with Athens. We gotta do them all anyway. I think there's a side quest in one of them as well, so might as well just do them all. So this is Athens. And let's look at each planet in turn. This one is kind of boring. This one is beautiful. More than 90% oceanic cover. Incredible heat thrown off by Athens raised global humidity to 100%, creating constant cloud cover. Empowering huge typhoons. That's beautiful. You know what? I'd love to visit this place. We'll survey it. Get a gas deposit. I just find the idea of global typhoons just amazing. I would love to like be in a protected bubble. Nothing in this asteroid belt. And just be pushed along by the typhoon. This is a gas giant. Fine. This one is another gas giant. And you've got helium-3 from that, which is not a surprise. And we have a Pharos, which is boring. Just an ice world. Got a Turian insignia though, so the Turians must have visited at some point. So that was Athens. Let's go to Knossos. Usually in each system you'll have somewhere to land or something. Okay, so now we've got Phaestus, which is a hot terrestrial world, as it would be, quite close to the star there. We're going to pick up some metals here. Some platinum, I believe that was. Therum. Where we can land. Okay, there. Shall we land on Therum? Many Prothean ruins. This is probably where we get our friend. And this is our friend here. We're gonna pick her up. Let's get Kaden and Garrus. That worked last time. I try to mix up my teammates. Occasionally I'm successful, but I do tend to get into a pattern.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Right, so here's our map. This is a different map to what we usually see. And yes, this is where we get Liara. She's at the end over here. Where we can't actually drag the map to see it, but it's this little green spot up there. And this is a hot planet, as you can see, with molten lava at the surface. But it's a terrestrial one, obviously. Not too much potion. But he's not here. The reason why I like Mass Effect so much, well, there's a lot of reasons. So many reasons. But the main reason is because I desperately want my own goddamn spaceship so I can go and look at the galaxy my own self and see these worlds with sulfuric clouds and ones that rain diamonds, and I just, oh, man, I'd love to be able to do that. And we are so far away technology-wise from being able to do anything like that. And it's not going to be in my lifetime, unfortunately. Right, here we have a Geth ship. These are called Colossus. And they're not so bad. Two good hits take them out. And they give you a good amount of XP as well, so no big deal. What we have ahead are, I don't think they're ground troops, I think they're turrets.
I don't think we can take that strong point head on.
There's another turret around here somewhere to the right. I don't know if it's going to fire at me or not. Is anybody else going to fire at me? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, looks like I have to get out. I will get used to the keys eventually, I'm sure. Alright, so now we have to go in and shoot some Geth. Somewhere. Is this the right way? Map? Nope, we have to go around the other side. But that's okay, we get some experience from shooting those from shooting the turrets. So we need to go this way. Lovely turret shooting experience. And then we can pretty much clear out this bunker. It's hard to be completely precise with this. And there are a few remaining in each of these structures. And I think that must be a turret up there or something, so we're not going to worry about that. Let's go and go into each of these structures here. Because they do have some upgrades for us. I do wish my companions talked more. Like I was saying last time, I think the biggest complaint that people have with Mass Effect is that your characters don't talk very much. In Dragon Age, you get little bits where they do. They'll talk to you, they'll go out and so like on a bridge or something like that, they'll just start talking. Okay, let's throw and overload. Huh. I think that was probably good enough.
All clear.
Not quite. There is one left in the other building. And we can open the gate now, but we should go to the other buildings as well to pick up some stuff. Oh, pardon me, I've got a little bit of a sniffle. I think it's because, well, I pretty much have permanent postnasal drip, but I think it's a little bit of hay fever. And just trying to deal with that today. Did I hear a ship overhead? I think I might have done. Okay, let's go to this place over here. Open that gate. We don't have to, but it is nice. Okay, so I opened the gate there. That isn't a building, so there's only really 2 buildings. I don't see an enemy in here, so we'll just pop in and... Oh, there's no loot here. Go to the other one. I will eventually put my powers on the hotkeys so I don't have to open the menu. But I'm not quite used to using them all, so it's better for me to look at them all at the moment.
Take cover! Shield's disabled.
And it's... was it throw? Yes, that's and let's open that gate as well.
Bag 'em and tag 'em.
That's right, Kaden. Bag 'em and tag 'em. It's like the only thing they say. It's just sad. Alright, so where are we going? Holster our weapon. We don't need it right now. Get this crate. Picking up some better weapons, and I probably should look at this. Okay, so basically I need to drive straight forward. Fine. Not straightforward, kind of catty corner. It's fine. We got this. And the other turret should be up here. Over here. Can't really see anything. I'm not sure. There we go. Yeah, I get it. We're gonna see one of those up face to face here in a minute. One of the least fair games right now. Because we are almost. Another Geth dropship. These things are really easy to take out with your beautiful one left? No. Now we are at the facility. I think we can drive up this ramp. Yeah. I'm not sure whether you should do Pharos before this. I usually don't. Might have to pause this briefly. Because I'm waiting for someone to show up to give me a vote on something, so we'll see how we go. I think you can stop at some of these and pick up some items, but I just generally don't. Just keep going. After we stop, I'll look at their equipment, because we did put... Was that another ship? I think it's just wind. I will try to only do an hour and a half today, like I say. I'm waiting for someone to show up. If they don't show up, I have a little bit of a problem. Okay, we're almost there. Now we have to get out, and our thing is jammed. Right, so we're gonna look at our equipment. We're gonna take them all. Now we're gonna look at our pistols. None of these pistols are any good. I don't think we can give Caden a better one. I think the heat seek capacity is better. It's like 3 better, but it gives you 3 less damage, but better accuracy. But it doesn't really matter, so we'll just leave that for him. Let's give him a heat sink. And for me, we're gonna give me a better combat sensor. And I got... This is living armor, living targets, whereas I want just plain force. Caden, what has he got? I think he's got chemical. He's got anti-personal rounds too, so he'll get phasic rounds. Yeah, let's give him phasic rounds. And then Garrus, for his assault rifle, give him the Avenger, but we'll give him hammerhead rounds, and we'll give him a recoil dampener. I don't think that matters much, but that's fine. For his sniper, the hammer 3 is better. And then he's got chemical rounds, which give him the phasic rounds still. And then he's got a heat sink. Let's give him a recoil dampener. And then an Omni tool is not great. I don't have any Omni tools or robotic amps yet. For light armor, he's still got the best. For light armor, it's so I, and Garrus has medium armor on, but this is better. Is it? No. Where's the other one? Okay, that's better. Okay, anyway, so. But we'll give him some armor plating. For Caden's armor, He has toxic seals. That's not going to really help very much. Let's give him shock absorbers. And for me, I want this first aid interface. And that should help. And we also have, we have a lot of talent points. Okay. I want to unlock Unity so I can restore my dead people. The throw was very good. Let's do lift. No. Well, let's do advanced throw. Done. Can I ever have better armor? Yes, so let's put some in tactical armor. For Caden, he gets 8 points. He can have some barrier. And let's give him stasis. And he can use all of that, so that will be good. Garrus? You also have 8 points. Wow. Okay, let's give him Master Assassination. And no, let's not do that. Let's give him Mortarian Agent and damping would be good, wouldn't it? Let's give him some decryption then to unlock damping. Right. I think my guys are ready. As ready as they're gonna be. Yes, I'm gonna save as well, because this is going to be a little difficult, I think. I'm gonna try to remember to use my powers. It's important. Throw works through the does it work? I don't know if it did. Yeah, I know. Clear.
Enemy contact. Shields disabled. CM is hot. Closer to actually do throw, I think. Wait for my barrier to come back. And actually give myself more barrier. Shield disabled.
Heal my guy. there's anything to pick up here. Like this.
Perimeter secure.
Great, thank you. Alright. Now, let's try this battle. Caden, try not to kill yourself. I did give him advanced barrier. Hopefully he'll actually use it this time. Alright guys, let's do this thing. Put barrier. Okay. All right. Let's do. Unity needs to. You need to go behind cover.
Now it gets fun.
Yes, try not to die. I already did marksman. I think it's still working. Can't tell. All wrong. Shooting. Garrus, dude. There's always this guy behind here. I don't think he actually does anything in the fight. He just kind of just stands here, ruining my day. Okay.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Garrus, you alright?
Mid-Vigil deployed.
I don't think there's anything to pick up, or at least I don't remember there being. So let's go in and get Liara. I think there's fighting inside as well, but it doesn't have a whole, what are they called? Geth Colossus is what they're called. Colossus. It doesn't have a whole Colossus inside. So it's slightly more manageable. I can't believe Garrus was just standing there, like, sucking up all the damage. He's not a tank. He's only a little boy.
Shepard.
Thanks, Garrus. It is nice that they tell me these sorts of things, otherwise I would never know. I think we have to go down that lift.
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel, I mean.
What was that, Garrus? I couldn't even hear it. I've only got one headphone in.
Just lead the way.
It's nice that they put lifts in for you and they don't like do what they do in most mines, which is... Well, they do put lifts in most mines when they're that deep. When I was a child, my parents took me to silver mines, copper mines, and that sort of thing. I don't know why. Probably some sort of educational idea.
Take 'em out.
And, Overload is very helpful. Let's... up.
The tiles in those holes remind me of a
I kind of like my current team. Even though Garrus can't take cover. With his barrier, Caden does pretty well. Our stone faces. Yes, that was totally expected. We are not, we don't care. Okay, is there any better pistol? I just want a better pistol. Come on, game. Give me a better pistol. No. Garrus, is there a better sniper rifle? Sniper rifle? No. Alright, fine.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
We hear you. She should keep it down, but... she's such a... I don't like Liara very much. I'll tell you why in a bit.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Her mother.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
This is a weird one, because she says she's not like her mother. But the thing is that you find out later in the game that her mother wasn't all that bad, really. So, I don't know. When was the last time she spoke with her mother? We'll find out. Trapped.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
She's such a moron.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
So, we're supposed to believe Liara here is a major intellectual mastermind. And I just do not. I just do not think it's a believable thing. It's not a believable conceit. She is. I miss my student. The only good reason to be an engineer. Come on, go back. He's hiding, is he? He's hiding behind that flange. Alright. We'll go get him. Where has Garrus gone? And why can't Garrus take care of this one guy? Alright, let's look around. Yeah, oh, this stupid robot. Can't believe you. Dare you? Should have shot the ion containment cell right there, but I didn't. Oh, I thought there'd be some pickups. I don't think we can go through here now. Okay. Is there pickups in here? Yes, thank you. You're just gonna have to wait, Liara. There's some really important looting to be done. Actually, that wasn't all that great, but yeah, never mind. You got yourself in that mess anyway, so too bad. Looking forward to getting better guns, just so we can take people out a bit quicker. Alright, I cannot remember the code to this mining laser. Where did it go? Back there. I think I did that the last time. Alright, so we're gonna have to help her get out. Going through this. Take yet another lift. Loading screen. And she's behind us.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
Oh, you're such a girl in distress.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
the conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Okay, we need an escape plan.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Not much margin for error.
So... Oh, it's not gonna let me save. Because we're in a lift. I'm gonna complain about Liara in just a second. I think we don't have time now. Yeah, we don't have time. Big nasty Krogan.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
I'm a sentinel ally, apparently. The ruin's coming down, you moron.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna give Liara over, even if she is kind of useless.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Alright. You want it that way? Fine. We'll just... We'll just throw the friggin'... It's a little weird in the first one that they have
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there and your pilot is making jokes?
He saved us.
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
Yeah,
I
shut up,
see.
Liara.
It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Yeah, she's 100 years old. In Asari terms, that means she's like 12.
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
What did you learn?
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Who came before them?
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
I can help you with this. I want to tell her to shut up and I'll tell you.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
Even Tally knows that.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of.
She's such
How
a
do you know
rubbish
this? What evidence do you have?
researcher. She doesn't know something that Tally knows. The beacon.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you are right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me.
Ghost.
Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I really don't like Liara's character. I'm not gonna yell at her.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Welcome aboard.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh,
Oh,
I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate.
oh, what a
I need
poor
some time to process
damsel.
all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
Yep.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to
Ugh,
patch you through to the Council?
I guess.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Of course.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
He didn't do it. I mean, he sort of did it, but he didn't really mean to do it. And this is the first time you can hang up on the council. It was.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Okay, so that was the wonderful council. Don't have to deal with them anymore. Now's the time to go around the ship and talk to everybody. Heat load monitor. More codex entries. More XP for the XP god. I don't see whether we leveled up. Yes, we did level up. Okay, so. Might have to get shotguns because the pistols aren't doing it. But I want medium armor. So we'll keep doing that. Getting a little bit higher in our Paragon, but really not that much, which is really upsetting. But he's got lots of points so far.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled the boots out of the fire.
You sure you want that?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours. Fun, fun.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
I just want to talk.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background
Oh.
check. You want me? Top of my class in flight school? I earned that. All those
I didn't mean to
commendations.
insult
Sorry,
You mean?
you.
Okay. Even put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for it.
I have to go.
Okay.
All right, see ya.
I just want to talk to you, Joker. That's all. I don't want to just get repeated things at me. Alright, so let's go down, talk to everybody. I think that counts as a major mission, so they might have things to say, maybe. Check in with Dr. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Nope.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I do love her voice actor. Alright, Liara, let's have a chat. Okay, now, the reason why I don't like Liara is not only because her character is just so ridiculous. So, she's 12. Let's call her 12. She's barely out of childhood. Like, she's still a child, but she's not... They say I live 1,000 years. She's just over 100. That would be if humans lived 100 years, they'd be 10. So maybe she's 10 or 12, and she's wondering why people don't take her seriously. The reason why they made her 100 was so that she's not crazy old and making it weird for her to date Shepard. But making her so childlike and breathy and ooh, oh, woe is me, you know? And that's what she is in the first game. She's just like, I'm just so dumb. I go, yeah, I think that's what the problem is. She's just a dumb blonde, basically. And she's forced upon you. She hits on male and female Shepard. And the game kind of assumes that you're gonna have her as your partner. There's dialogue that talks about it. And later on, I think in Mass Effect 3, there's a few bits of dialogue that assume that you're going to be with Liara. And there's no friggin' way I'm going to be with Liara. Not a chance in hell. And then in Mass Effect 2, her character just flips on you and is supposedly this badass mafia-type person. And it's just ridiculous. And I think, from reading on the internet, the director of Mass Effect, and I don't want to go on too long here because I know it's boring, but the director of Mass Effect really loved Liara's character and therefore puts it in everything. And ugh, I just don't like her. I wish I could throw her off the ship, but I can't.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Are you okay?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She is the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
Yeah, it's not. Don't mention it.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I do trust you, Liara. You're too dumb not to
Don't
be
worry,
trusted.
Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Let's talk about your mom.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run.
The greater
At
good.
least I hope so.
Maybe she's just evil. I don't think she is. If you listen to everything about her.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Okay, let's talk about the Asari.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
So the rumors, let's just listen about it.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
How is that possible, Liara? Tell me.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
Okay, what about the other parent?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Who was your father, Liara?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
You don't know who?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
You don't know that, Liara.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Okay. Bye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
So, I don't know what to think about that. The whole Asari mating thing, it's very convenient. And it kind of works with the plot a little bit, because the difference between us and the races that came before us is that the races before us were dominating races. And in the universe, you would expect that to happen occasionally. Dominating races would make sense, because if they had dominated their planet, they would be able to dominate other planets, and so they would just have that sort of mindset. Humans have that sort of mindset as well. I don't know if we met aliens, whether we would expect to dominate them or not. I would hope not, but we might want to if we found that they were soft and squishy and easy to manipulate. We might think about it. So the difference between our galaxy, this galaxy in this game, is that we are cooperative races, and that makes all the difference. There's something so sexual in the way that happens.
Anything you need, Commander?
Alright, personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Speak your mind, soldier.
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I absolutely understand, Kaden. It does seem like the Council may be in bed with Saren in some description.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
That's alright.
Tell me about it.
Biotic
Wait, that's not what I
acclimation
meant.
and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Do you doubt that it was accidental?
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero, let's hear about it.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
How about your friends?
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Did you love her?
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Let's talk about it a bit more.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Kaden is only romanceable by a female shepherd in the first game. The third game he's turned bi because, you know, I guess the creators wanted him to be. And as a female shepherd, you can't talk to him nicely without him becoming your mate, and it just sucks. The first time I played this game, I really accidentally romanced him. I was just trying to be nice, and I dumped him as soon as I possibly could. And then the rest of the 3 games, they acted like we had some sort of stormy romance because I picked the wrong dialogue option. It's really frustrating. So I've never been able to be nice to him in the first game, and it's kind of refreshing to be nice to him.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
And he's an okay guy. He's got some interesting backstory. A bit, I don't know. A bit odd, but, you know, that's what it is. Now, Ashley, I find her backstory incredibly boring. Because all she talks about is her sisters. So I'm going to forward through that. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, I am sorry. Hello, Garrus. Let's have a chat.
Commander, how are you?
Tell me about you.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
You just walk up to somebody and say, "Why did you do this? This major life decision. Tell me."
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
Really?
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
No kidding.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
Well, that makes sense to me.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules. CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
And we gotta rein him in.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
That's right, Garrus. We're gonna make you into a nice guy. We're not gonna allow you to be a lawless idiot.
We've got Saren on the run.
We do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Oh, you met Saren.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would've if I thought it was important.
Keep talking.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Saren recruited him.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
And?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Tell me about the cargo you were carrying.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Tell me about the ship.
Whose ship was it?
It was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
Okay, is that everything?
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Okay, I think we asked about those other ones.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Rex. Shepard. Rex. So he's a mercenary. That's what he does for a living. He gets hired, he goes kills people. It's not a noble profession. Alright, Ashley, I'm gonna fast forward through your dialogue. Ready?
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
Of course.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
The first thing she's gonna talk about is the aliens.
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
What, because they're not Alliance?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Not gonna yell at her. You don't trust aliens?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
But we do need allies.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Well, they're not exactly sticking up for us at the moment. We had a whole planet attacked with humans on it, and they didn't seem to care. But I want to convince her that the aliens are good things.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Why do you feel that way, Ashley?
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
Okay, now we get to hear about her family. I'm gonna fast forward. I get so bored listening to this.
I come from a military
Couldn't
family.
say, Commander. We probably have a lot in common. You join up to carry... Yeah. I still remember when we hit... Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first.
Don't tell me you had gun.
Oh, Lord. You went to the mock... Yeah. Gunny Ellison's still reaming out recruits down there. Kicking ass and using words like inveigle and pusillanimous.
It doesn't sound like you
No,
worked
sir.
with...
Mainly, I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman...
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway, that's why I haven't served with many aliens, Commander.
Let's hear about her family.
I come from a military
Couldn't
family.
say. We probably have a lot in common.
All
You
right.
Join up to carry on the tradition? Yeah. Then my drill instructor kicked me in the ass. I went face first into the muck. He spent the next 5 minutes chewing me out for gold breaking.
Okay, I understand your feelings.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Okay, we're gonna flirt with Ashley.
Would you kiss anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command. Sir.
How are we doing?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
It might not matter.
Not everyone has a happy family life.
I know, but I'm not gonna bet she's on our side just because Benezia didn't hug her enough. I'll keep an eye on her. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
I'm not gonna romance Liara. I'm going to flirt with Ash.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Oh, Tally, what's going on? Sorry.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me. Especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
It's too quiet to sleep?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Aw, you're homesick, Tally. It's what happens when you leave your family.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
But you are going back, Tally, aren't you?
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I've already been through that.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, Tally. Love my Talia girl. Get some more XP. I don't dislike Ashley. She's okay. I can see where she's coming from. She's just suspicious, and there's no reason why not to be suspicious. Aliens are plenty suspicious of humans. You hear about it all the time. People think she's racist against aliens. I don't think she is. I think she's just, oh gosh, what's the word for it? She is cautious. Cautious is good. Cautious saves your life. And I don't see why we shouldn't encourage caution. Now, she shouldn't be mean to the aliens. Let's grab some more XP. Later on, in the next game I think, when you walk by the galaxy map like this, it shows you your ship. And you can see what improvements you've made to your ship over time. And it's really cool. And people who play the game for the first time almost never notice that. Alright, so we're at Therum, which is in Knossos. So we need to look at the other planets in Knossos. Terrestrial worlds, you can't actually land on it because you'll just crash through the surface. Another terrestrial world. Closer investigation reveals this as revealed these as millions of elaborate crypts a few meters below the surface left by a long extinct spacefaring species called the Zoph. Many human universities wish to perform archaeological excavations. Council law holds grave sites as sacrosanct, however, and the matter has been tied up in court for a decade. These could have been the Zoph? Could have been the species before the Protheans. Can't remember. I think the Protheans did say who was the species before them, but I can't remember exactly where they are. Maybe the Zoph were the species before the Protheans. It's possible. Arcanes, that looks like a gas giant. They're usually pretty boring. Yep. Got some helium-3 mining on it. So let's get out of Gnosis. We have not gone to Macedon, so we will.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
She's the Asari who wouldn't talk to us. Okay, I think we can land on Shargila, so I'm gonna start out. Fargaluz. Just a simple gas giant, gives us some xenon. Look at the asteroid belts. Nothing. Pataveg. I think that's another gas giant. Oh, terrestrial worlds. Most of the surface is covered by a vast sea of liquid ammonia. I bet that smells wonderful. And then there's frozen continents, chilly, toxic seas, suitable for colonization by the Volus. So they may colonize that planet, which is kind of cool. Porlan, which is another terrestrial planet, half again the size of Earth. Biting cold, however, so we'll survey it. Got some matriarch writings, super nifty, and then Shargila. Now, Shargila has a pressure hazard on it, so you can't stay out of your vehicle very long. But we're gonna land, and we're only gonna be in Shargila for like 10 minutes and then I need to go. Has a very dense atmosphere of ammonia and oxygen. Its temperate surface is mainly composed of alumina with deposits of sulfur. Convoys in the system have recently logged a number of unregistered vessels operating nearby. So they've got pirates. Shargila has an extensive silicon-based oxygen-breathing ecology. Heavily populated areas are covered with fine silica dust, the respiratory byproduct of the world's higher animal forms. High-speed surface winds, often laden with abrasive silica dust, present a hazard. In areas where the wind deposits a great deal of silica, footing can be dangerous. EVAs are discouraged. So we are carbon-based, so this planet supports silicon-based life, which is quite neat. Let's take our 2 normal ones. I'd like to take Tally. Oh, you know what? Let's take Tally. Why not? No, wait. Let's take Tally and Erdnot Rex, and that balances our squad nicely. I think that works. I might have to go and get Caden if it doesn't. Because I need to be able to decrypt hard objects. Alright. But I think I might have enough points for Tally to become proficient at that. Electronic skill on hard objects. Yes. And then decrypt hard objects. Fine. So we'll get damping. We'll get hacking. And let's give her some more armor and make her more proficient with pistols. Okay, that should be good for her for now. Or not Rex. I don't have any first aid, which kind of sucks. Alright, we're gonna give him all the assault rifle. I'm gonna give him all the assault rifle. Yeah. And then combat armor, yes. Do I want to give him more? No. Let's give him more fitness. Okay. That should be good. Do I have any points myself? No. Okay. Tally has pistols. Erdnotrix has assault rifles. So let's go to the equipment. Tally. Pistol. The Kessler is better, so we're just going to switch it over. Erdnotrix. Assault rifle. And the Avenger is better. Yep, okay. And then we'll give him armor piercing rounds. And we'll give him a heat sink. I'm not sure the heat sinks actually matter. Got some heavy armor for him. It gives him, oh, just a little bit more damage protection. We'll oh dear. And we'll give him some, what are his joints? Smash damage. Yes. Okay. For Tally, I've got some better armor for her, which is good. Doesn't change the way she looks though, which is kind of a shame. Let's give her hardened weave. And do we have any amps yet? We do not. Nothing. Alright, fine. And I don't have any better armor for humans. Anyway, there we go. We've kitted us out. And then let's look at the planets. Let's anomaly over here. There's a stronghold here and there's debris over here. So I think there's going to be, it's a big flat area. Let's go to the big flat area first. I think there's going to be a thresher maw there, but I think we're at time for today. I do have something to do, so I'm just going to leave you guys, and I'll start another recording in a bit.